It's really surprising how long the Stoics lived, since most people back then didn't make it that long. What was their secret? What did they find out? Zeno lived until 100. Epicurus lived until he was 85. Marcus Aurelius lived almost until he was 60, even though he had a number of very serious health concerns. It's fascinating that a lot of Stoic teachings focus on being disciplined, managing stress, and keeping intense emotions in check. These habits help us not just live longer, but to make the most of our lives. So, we speak today about 10 Stoic strategies for living a good, long life, and tips on making the most of the unique, delicate bodies we have. Watch until the end, as all the points are connected. 1. Experiment with a cold shower. It's good to look for small challenges, things that limits your body and mindset, like when they say, "Stop, that's enough." But you learn that's not always true. Like when your mind drifts during meditation and you bring it back. That's you learning to take control. As soon as you're in the cold plunge and your body urges you to leave because it's freezing, you find out that if you keep going, you end up feeling refreshed. This is how you build these habits. The Stoics believed in toughening up the body so it listens to the mind. That's what you're working on when you take on challenges, be it a cold plunge, a run, meditation, or even just turning the shower colder. You're building a practice that defines who you are. 2. Expand your possibilities. As you approach your older decades, imagine what you want your last year to look like. Being able to move around is likely a top desire. This includes thinking about, will I still be skiing, exercising, going on my nightly walks? But the biggest concern might be, can I pick up my grandkids? And it's not only about being able to pick up your grandchildren, which is the physical part. It's also about whether they want to visit you. That's where the emotional aspect comes into play. You can't ignore these factors when considering a long and healthy life. You might use the excuse, "I'm too busy for my kids now, but I'll make it up with my grandkids." But why would you think your kids will want to spend time with you, or let their kids be around you, if you weren't there for them before? This is like the physical exercise you need to do now to secure a good life later. It's the same with relationships. You need to build enough emotional and relational space to have a good connection in your later years. 3. Take a walk. I'm not claiming that walking will fix every issue in your life. However, I do believe that almost no problem gets worse by taking a walk. You might even find a solution simply because the walk relaxes you or shifts your focus. So, no matter what's bothering you, whatever worries or thoughts are racing in your mind, just go for a walk. Get moving and give your mind a break. You'll be surprised at the results. At the very least, you'll have enjoyed the outdoors, seen the sunrise or sunset, the clouds or the stars. Regardless, being outside and active is beneficial, and chances are it'll help with whatever you're facing. 4. Take good care of yourself. Life often requires us to persevere, even when we don't feel like it or things aren't working out. You need to build resilience and determination. Sometimes you face resistance that tells you to stop, but you need to keep going. Yet there are days when you're sick, tired, or just not at your best. It raises the question, when are you pushing through for the right reasons, and when are you not? 5. Embrace difficulties. Seneca once said, "No one is unhappier than the person who has never faced hardship." He believed this is because they've never had the chance to test themselves. Remember this when things get difficult, when you face several challenges at once, or when things don't go as planned. Tell yourself, this is a chance, an opportunity to practice my virtues. This is what the Stoics believe. The obstacle itself is the path. This is an opportunity for them to showcase their best qualities, to strive for greatness, and more importantly, to prove themselves, even if it's just to themselves. Naturally, they would have preferred things to go their way, and it's natural to feel a bit down when they don't. But they would be more upset if they never had this chance. Missing out on this experience, these attempts to deal with the unexpected, would be a real loss for them. Therefore, they welcome this chance. They engage in the practice eagerly, take on the challenge, improve from it, and end up happier because of it. 6. Do you really want this? Lots of people have won numerous championships, made lots of money, and lived what looks like a dream life. But did these accomplishments bring them what they expected? Then, consider an even rarer success. Someone who excels in their field, is content with what they have, feels good about who they are, and is genuinely kind. That's the ideal spot. That's the true mark of success. Are you really up for the sacrifices? 7. Redefine happiness. Aristotle used the term eudaimonia, meaning human flourishing, which is a more profound way to understand happiness. Happiness isn't just about being overjoyed or getting everything you want. It's deeper. It's about realizing your full potential in all aspects of life. So, if we redefine happiness as the outcome of doing things right, wanting, living, prioritizing, and acting correctly, then happiness becomes a natural result of these choices. This, I believe, is a more profound understanding of happiness. The Stoics believed happiness came from being good and doing good. 8. Stay guided by experts. There's a story about Marcus Aurelius. Once a friend asked him where he was going, and he said he was off to learn from Sextus, a wise philosopher. Marcus liked hearing from smart people. During a big plague, he put a famous doctor, Galen, in charge, showing he valued expert advice and didn't let politics interfere. 9. Philosophy is like a treatment for the mind. Epicurus said you shouldn't leave his philosophy class feeling good, but more like you're recovering from a hospital visit. He meant that philosophy should test you, make you uneasy, and fix your mental and emotional issues. In meditations, some parts are calming, but others are tough and really make you question things or disagree. That's the point. Philosophy is meant to heal, not just to teach. 10. Leave your comfort area. The Stoics believed in rigorous training for difficult conditions. Epicurus mentioned this, saying, "You need to train hard, expose yourself to challenges, and intentionally get uncomfortable. This prepares you for future hardships." The Stoics really practiced this. They would take cold baths, wear light clothing in the cold, and avoid luxuries they didn't need. Their goal was to prepare for life's tough moments. So, when it's chilly, step outside, enjoy the cold, dive into snow, or make your shower colder. Stepping out of your comfort zone like this builds your toughness, makes you better, and helps you become more resilient and stronger for the future. Seneca suggests us to take action and stop overthinking by engaging in hard work. He points out that procrastinators have one thing in common: they're always planning to start later. Marcus Aurelius writes in Meditations that he could be good immediately, but he opts for tomorrow. What's the challenging task you're postponing? Do it now, get it done, and push yourself. You'll become stronger by confronting and completing it. Don't delay. Don't say you're just getting ready or waiting for a better time. It won't get any easier. Do it now, precisely because it's tough. Philosophy's purpose is to test you, to push you out of your comfort zone, and to heal your soul and mind. I welcome this chance. I engage in the practice with enthusiasm. I take on the challenges, and I improve from them. In the end, this makes me not just better, but also happier. You should do that too. Congrats for reaching the end. This proves you are willing to improve. You might like one of the 2 videos on the screen. Until next time.